At dawn in Colombia, a tiny worker lights the forest. The stingless melipona, ZeyZey bee, carries life from flower to flower. Each grain of pollen sparks a chain of renewal.
At dawn in Colombia, a tiny guardian takes flight. The melipona, the ZeyZey bee, lights the forest, awakening flowers, carrying life from one to another.
In the first light of the forest, a melipona bee carries life on its wings. Each flower it touches sparks a chain of renewal, weaving connections between earth, sky, and
At dawn in Colombia, the melipona bee takes flight. Each wing beat carries pollen that keeps the forest alive.
Look, it's loaded with pollen.
For these young explorers,
At sunrise, a tiny hero takes flight. The melipona bee, lifeline of Colombia's forests. Every touch of pollen sparks a chain of life, and a new generation is
pollinators keep the whole forest alive.
Look at the light.
At sunrise, the melipona bee begins its daily work. In this Colombian forest, every grain of pollen carries life. These stingless pollinators weave.
at dawn in Colombia, the melipona bee takes flight. Each wing beat carries pollen that keeps the forest alive.
Look, it's loaded with pollen.
For these young explorers,
She's glowing.
Hi, ZeyZey bee.
It's beautiful. Look. Wow. It's ZeyZey bee. So pretty.
When a little bee wakes with the sun, the whole forest feels it. She carries light and life follows. And when we learn with her, the future blossoms.
In the gentle flight of a melipona bee, an entire world awakens. When pollinators thrive, forests, food, and futures flourish. Together, pollinators are the pulse of life. When we learn and protect together, our future blooms. ZeyZey bee. At first light, a melipona bee begins its journey. Every golden touch awakens life. In these Colombian forests, flowers, people, and future dreams. In the quiet of dawn, a humble melipona bee begins its flight. Each movement spreads light, awakening flowers, connecting life. And futures. When at dawn in Colombia, a tiny lightkeeper awakens the forest. The native melipona, ZeyZey bee, spreads life, linking flowers, food, and futures. When at dawn in Colombia, a
Mírenla.
Es la abeja melipona. No tiene aguijón y poliniza nuestro bosque. Si cuidamos su hogar, cuidamos el nuestro.
¡Qué linda! ¡Mírenla!
Es la abeja melipona. No tiene aguijón y poliniza nuestro bosque. Si cuidamos su hogar, cuidamos el nuestro.
¡Qué linda! ¡Mírenla!
Es la abeja melipona. No tiene aguijón y poliniza.
¿Está llevando polen?
Sí, cada vuelo es vida. Miren la melipona. Ella poliniza nuestros bosques y no tiene aguijón.
¿Está llevando polen?
Sí, cada vuelo es vida.
¡Mágicas!
Las meliponas polinizan nuestro mundo.
¡Wow! ¡Es mágica!
Las meliponas polinizan nuestro mundo.